if you're joining us at home, please put your hat on and play along. But first we're going to begin with meditation. So let's just take
Let me unplug it and plug it in if
and get centered
fine.
right where we are. Just breathing into this moment. Just allowing the breath to breathe us. Just notice on the inhale and to release on the out.
We need to turn that microphone off.
Turn it off?
Yeah. Yeah, because they're hearing anything that happens back here can be heard through that.
I've got a joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. In my soul, I got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my lots of harmony here. Alright, you can remain standing or you can sit down. It's your choice. We're going to do another song here. Let's see here. We don't do this one very often. So, I don't do it very often. Yeah, well, can somebody turn the platform lights off so we can see this a little bit? Is that better? Okay. Let me find a good key here. Come all you wounded and weary. Come all you heavy of heart. Come with your fear and your worries. Come with your pain and your scars. Come to the ocean of mercy. Be revived, renewed, and refreshed. Wherever you are, no matter how far
words, and my pronouns are he and him. I want to thank Robin Olmsted for leading a wonderful meditation this morning. Good clap for that. Today is Special Hat Sunday. Today is Birthday Sunday. Today is Bring a Friend Sunday. And just so you know, it's always good to bring a friend, especially folks who are like, you want me to go to what? No, never. You don't understand. So just for the record, I invited a friend 2.5 years ago to come on Sunday, and now she's the head of our outreach committee from 800 miles away. So bring a friend. You never know what could happen in their life and your life when you bring a friend. There's a lot going on here at Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. I want to make sure you know all of that. Well, first of all, we had our open house, which I'll call kind of a grand opening, but it was grander than a grand opening. We got art stuff going on. We had food trucks. How many people were here yesterday? All right, very good. It was an awesome day. We had great music happening. We got the art show. We had food trucks. We had a cakewalk outside that was like packed nonstop. It was just a blast. Everybody had a great time. Also want to make sure everyone knows Ricky Byers is going to be here. Yeah, that, like the Ricky Byers, not an impersonation. The Ricky Byers will be here Friday night for Solid Grounds. Will she be singing on Sunday as well?
No, but she'll be here on Saturday.
But she'll still be here for Reverend Gill's ordination. Did that sound like the voice from above? Is that good? Okay, good. And the ordination is going to start at 1. There's a sign-up sheet in the back. Please sign up if you're planning on coming to make sure we have enough food for everybody to celebrate and have a great time and leave full and fat and happy. I'm already kind of fat and happy, but that's okay. Make sure you have your stuff. And next Sunday, the Centers for Spiritual Living spiritual leader, Reverend Sonny Cantrell Smith, will be here. That's like a really, just a huge gift to have her here in our presence. I don't know if you know who she is. If you do, you know. And if you don't, be here next Sunday and experience her brilliance and her presence, which is going to be a very special word for the day. Is there anything else I really need to say? No, I think that's pretty good. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here, and please remember to sign up. Oh, and if you don't have Ricky Byers tickets yet, you really need to sign up. All the VIP seating is already sold out, just so you know. And there aren't a ton of seats left. Oh, and Cheryl Ray is saying, Brian, make sure you mention the partnership campaign. Partnership is huge for us, not just to express your own commitment to the congregation, but it also helps us with our budget every year, which comes in pretty handy. So thank you.
Thanks, Brian. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Maria Dion. My pronouns are she, her, and it's wonderful to see you all here today. So if you'll just take a moment and kind of look around you and see who else is here and just become fully present here and now. I know that you're all here by divine appointment as you greet one another so friendlily. And so I just would like to evoke the presence of Spirit for this service today, for this morning. As Robin brought forth in her meditation, as God is, I am. And it's that one sacred power, that one presence, that one perfection that is behind, in, around, and through everything in existence, every person in existence, every person here. We are all made of the substance of God. We are all individualized expressions of Spirit. We are each an atom of the cosmic flame. We are each a cell in the body of the universal one mind. And as I know this to be true, I know that that same Spirit, that same perfection is present here today as each one of us in this room
Uncertainty is a part of life. I trust the flow, I'll be alright. I'm letting go what I can't see, embracing what's meant to be. Yeah. Oh, every day is a brand new start. I hold the journey in my heart. Won't control what's out of sight. I'll keep my faith burning bright. Mystery is where magic is, where the magic lies. I'll face the unknown with open eyes, with open eyes, wide open for each surprise. Oh, I'm dancing with the unknown. I'm not afraid, I'm not alone. Uncertainty is a part of life. I trust the flow, I'll be alright. I'm letting go of what I can't see, embracing what's meant to be. What's meant to be. Even though sometimes it's hard to see. In chaos, I find peace. The unknown brings some sweet release. I don't need all the answers now. I'll trust the journey will show me how. It will show me how. Oh, I'm dancing with the unknown. I'm not afraid, I'm not alone. Uncertainty is a part of life. I trust the flow, I'll be alright. I'm letting go of what I can't see, embracing what's meant to be. What's meant to be? I wonder what's meant to be. In the chaos, I find peace. The unknown brings such sweet release. I don't need all the answers now. I trust the journey will show me how. I'm letting go of what I can't see, embracing what's meant to be. In the chaos, I find peace. The unknown brings such sweet release. If you'll just let, I don't need all the answers now. I'll trust the journey will show me how. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan, so much. We are indeed blessed to have Susan with us most every week. So good morning. My name is Gil William Olmsted. My pronouns are he and him, and I am privileged to be the spiritual director here at Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living. Yes, it's a good spot to be. It is. So what I'd like to do now is welcome everyone. Those of you who are online, we bless you. We're grateful for your presence. And for those of you in the room, we like you too. So I just wanted to say, do we have anybody new with us today? We have at least one new person. All right, thank you. We have a little gift bag for you. Oh, I know. That's what makes it special. Anybody else want to raise their hand now? Okay. All right. So thank you for saying that. We're going to bless our new people, and everybody online, please receive this, and we're going to bless each other with this blessing. So let's rub our hands together, send out our energy, and say, we see you. We know who you really are. You are a divine image of spirit. You are the light of the world. We appreciate you. We love you. And we welcome you home. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So we'd like to start with some basic principles that we kind of hold to in New Thought, Science, and Life. And first one of those is that there is only so we're not as stuck being the victims of everyone else as we think we are. Yeah. Thirdly, we know that it's all love. It can only be love because all things are spirit. And finally, we're each created whole, perfect, and complete, right where we are. So it struck me, I'm going to add this today, it struck me when Maria was standing up to pray and she mentioned the idea that we're one cell in the whole cosmos. We're each this part. And if you think for a moment about how a human begins life, they begin as two cells that come together, and then they individuate into things like lungs, kidneys, heart, arms, legs, all these different aspects of a human being. But all of that knowledge is contained in that one cell. That's kind of freaky, isn't it? So that's the beauty of this. That truly is the beauty of how we interact with spirit. That is the truth, that everything is in us. So I just offer you that as we prepare now for, or as she prepares now, for our guest speaker this morning, who really is no guest. We have Rev Kamatara with us this morning. She is officially our director of Collaborative Ministries. There you go. And what I wanted to highlight there is that she truly does collaborate with everybody in all that she does. She's really a person that reaches out, draws people in, and looks for ways to connect. And so this morning, we are blessed to have her with us.
Oh my goodness. Well, good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to see you again. And it's been a while. The last time I was here is when this place was opening. So it's wild to be back and see how far it's come, and then all sorts of new people, and also people made new in this fresh space, like really being re-inspired and reconnecting with our community, and then to the community, and just, it feels so good in here, doesn't it? Love it. I'm so excited. So we are going to start with a reading. There's a little square of paper on a seat somewhere near you, and if there's, maybe, or at least someone near you has it, we'll make sure, because the school teacher and I can't resist when we do a reading. It's really wonderful to see it and to hear it, so you can process it more deeply. Okay, so this is our reading for today, and it comes from Joel S. Goldsmith's book called Practicing the Presence. And I'm going to read it nice and slow so we can savor it. And then I'm going to ask you when we're done, just so you know, there's actually a task. Okay, don't want to surprise you. When we're done reading it, I'm going to ask you to speak to an elbow partner so you can just share. Do you think, is this hogwash? Is it good? Is it wonderful? Have you had this experience? Are you waiting for this experience? Like, what do you think? ¿Qué piensas? So I'm going to read it to you, but no, there's going to be like, what do you think? Okay, we're ready. There can be no spiritual living apart from the experience of God. God must be experienced. God must be communed with in our inner being. The infinite invisible, which we call God, and our individual identity, which we call the Son. So there's a little Christian for you, but we can handle it. So the infinite and invisible, which we call God,
and our individual identity, which we call the Son, are one. It is within us that a point of contact must be made so that an absolute conviction of this divine presence can come to us. That conviction can only well up from within. And as this Spirit of God fills us, we feel a sense of peace, a deep breath within us, a release as of a weight removed. And then we go about our normal daily life, serene, secure, resting in the bosom of the divine. Do you feel it in the room? Yeah. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Find an humble partner. Don't leave anyone out. So make a new friend. What do you think? How did that feel for you? Yay. All righty, bring yourself in for a landing with your beautiful partner. Moment of reverence. Thank you, dear partners. It's all right, it takes a minute. It's okay. We'll do what I did for my high school students. Waterfall, waterfall, shh. Don't like that. Just saying. All right, so hopefully there was something that resonated with you, or a little phrase that popped out, or, some little chestnut that you can take with you. I just want to tell you a little bit about Joel S. Goldsmith. For those of you who aren't aware of this author, he was around from 1892 to 1964. So that makes him a contemporary of Dr. Ernest Holmes, right, who is the founder of religious science, which is what we teach in this beautiful spiritual community. So Joel S. Goldsmith was also an American spiritual teacher and a mystic, best known as the founder of the Infinite Way. That's what he called his thing. A new thought-based teaching that turned away, this is a little quote, turned away from external religious forms or doctrines and focused instead on living from a continuous conscious awareness of the divine within as an indwelling presence. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Right? It's exactly central to what we believe in science of mind, or any kind of new thought-related spiritual community. And then if you really want to get into American literature, the old English teacher we can't resist, transcendentalism. So we're kind of connecting all the dots here, right? Okay. Well, that phrase, practicing the presence, it has just been persistently, quietly, just returning to my awareness lately over and over and over. And I was like, okay, fine, Spirit. Look at it. And I go to my shelf because I'm like, I think I have a book called that, which I think I read many moons ago for practitioner training and ministerial training. It comes up. Well, then it turns out I had forgotten that when Toby, our practitioner emeritus here, who passed a few years ago, I inherited some of his books. And lo and behold, I can't believe I forgot it in Las Cruces, but I have a first edition of this book from, I want to say it was like 1958, hardcover, beautiful book. And so it was like so wonderful to feel his presence and to hear him laughing at me. And you know him, right? Yeah, he was laughing at me and like, yes, child, you need to practice the presence. And so sitting with that book and seeing what he had underlined, and other people, like whoever had had this beautiful book and written in it and all the beautiful things that people do to process, it was such a blessing. And practicing the presence, it's not a new idea, even though I know we call this new thought. That always cracks me up. It's ancient, and it's simple, but it may be one of the most demanding spiritual invitations that we could possibly accept. Smith's writings bring language to it. What's really been moving in me isn't just the idea or the intellectualization of it, because oftentimes, especially I'm pointing at me, I can be like Spock and I just get in the head and I'm up here, as opposed to, okay, what does it actually mean to experience the divine? The whole point of that passage was the word experience. And I've been noticing lots of moments when practicing the presence is the only possible response given whatever is happening in that moment. It could be the most powerful light, not could be, it is the most powerful light in a room full of darkness. And for the people who are practicing the presence, they seem so much more alive and serene. And what were those words in the little passage? All of it right down the list. And more active in moments where something deeper than personality or ego is called for. So we're going to explore this morning more deeply what that phrase means, but then the more important part is, how do we actually live that? So it's not just a woo-woo phrase. Okay. So yes, as Goldsmith shared, the divine must be experienced. So at its core, practicing the presence means consciously returning again and again to the awareness that the divine is here right now. Brother Lawrence, have you heard, this author perhaps, the spiritual teacher? Brother Lawrence was a very humble monk whose writings inspired generations, and specifically Joel S. Goldsmith. Brother Lawrence wrote, "The most holy and necessary practice for our spiritual life is the presence of God." Mic drop. That was it. Not theology, not dogma, not doctrine, not religion, not ritual, presence. Another mystic, Meister Eckhart, wrote, "The eye with which I see God is the same eye with which God sees me." There's no separation. There's only the illusion of it. And Goldsmith took that even further. So he taught practicing the presence really was shifting from reaction, acting as human personality, to responding as spiritual awareness. And that's the goal. It means pausing long enough to remember, I of my own self do nothing. There's a little Christian touch for you. But here's the new thought. But the presence within me is the activity. The presence within me is the activity. So it's not passivity. It's not being passive. It is an active recognition and alignment. And you've probably heard my favorite phrase when I pray out loud. I love saying, I am aligned with the divine that is the presence and power within. And when I'm off the rails, whoo, that just hits the reset button for me. Just try that once. I am aligned with the divine that is the presence and power within. Bless you. Exactly. Julian of Norwich wrote, God is closer to us than our own soul. And the fullness of joy is to behold God in everything. Could you imagine if we actually lived that? If we beheld God in everything? So it's choosing to live from that awareness that there is, we believe, we know there is a wisdom, an intelligence, a love that's already operating. And our whole role, our one job, is to become an open vessel for the divine. And our friend at Unity, Reverend Dr. Gary Simmons, he always liked to say, you are either the way of God or you are in the way. Oh, I felt it. Yeah, it's a spicy meatball. And I felt a little called out there. But it's an interesting contemplation. Because really there's only one thing that's going on here. And that's our relationship with the divine. Everything else is an outpicturing of that. When we focus on the divine, it all falls into place. So when it's a hot mess, what are we focusing on? So I'm going to ask you to take a moment of personal reflection. I'm not going to ask you to share this with anyone else because it's very personal. Just want you to take a moment to turn inward and just think. Is there any area in your life where you might be in the way of God? And there's no judgment about that. As our Buddhist friends would say, it is neither good nor bad, it just is. Could you just recognize, is there any area that needs some attention? Any area that could use the presence of God, the presence of love. And whatever area just came into your heart, hold on to that while we go through this next section, because this now is where we're going to shift into being practical. Because we are practical mystics in this spiritual community. So we need to ask, what does this look like in practice? What does it look like to be the way of God? Because this is where it gets real. Practicing the presence does not happen in perfect conditions. It happens in the middle of real life. And that's where you're actually, I think, a spiritual warrior to bring that on. Or if you don't like warrior, you are a spiritual peacemaker, love maker, light bringer. In that moment, to be able to practice the presence, when it's all going down, you're going up. It's really powerful. So for me right now, practicing the presence looks like loving my young adult children. Some of you relate. We're in this really gooey, weird place of like sort of estranged, sort of not talking, sort of maybe a little bit here and there, but not, and all the things. And they're making these interesting choices that young 20-year-olds make. And so I get this incredible opportunity to practice the presence. And I can take a step back, and I can give them the space to live their own lives and to make their own choices and to grow into their own wisdom that happens from having the experiences of their choices. And then they can come to their own healthy choices, which I'm going to put in air quotes because who am I to judge them? They're having the experience they're having. So me stepping into a place of non-judgment is practicing presence. And being able to offer them love and encouragement and being as present or not present as they want me to be is practicing the presence. And my ego taking a backseat and not taking it personally, thank you, Don Miguel Ruiz, don't take it personally. Okay, and I can do what our lovely practitioners here are doing. This isn't just on Sundays. I can hold the high watch for my precious children. And my higher self can talk to their higher self in entire conversations because we believe in quantum physics and spirit and, time and space or illusions and all of that. And I can love them just as much from afar. That's practicing the presence for me right now. And a big one, I can trust that the universe that conspires for my best and highest good is also conspiring for their best and highest good. They are held in the arms of the divine. I can trust the larger picture. There's a mystery that's beyond me. I don't have to rescue, save, and fix. We don't do that in the spiritual community, and now I get this fabulous opportunity to practice it. In this context where it is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And of course, when I get into these situations where I feel like there is nothing I can possibly do, that's where I get to be the presence. And I want to invite you into that as well. I'm going to list off a whole bunch of ideas of what practicing the presence might look like. And maybe on the back of the little reading, there's pens all over the place. If you hear anything that resonates with you, it could resonate in your heart. It could resonate in your gut. It could give you a little buzz in your head, or it just pulls you. You might feel a tug. I'm going to list a whole bunch of things. And if you feel anything that you're like, ooh, write it down. And maybe there's a few of them. And at the end, we're going to take a moment and see what you got. Just see what. Or maybe this might even inspire something I don't even say. You might be like, what about this? Let's just see what comes up. Okay, we're not going to play like Boggle and cross off our list. We're just going to, let's see what resonates. Okay, so maybe this week for you is practicing the presence, pausing before reacting in a difficult conversation, and then silently remembering presence is here. Maybe practicing the presence is sitting in uncertainty or discomfort without rushing to fix it, and just allowing clarity to emerge of its own accord. Maybe practicing the presence is noticing when fear, frustration, or defensiveness arises and choosing to not let that be clarity. Thou hast no power over me, right? Maybe this week practicing the presence is listening to someone not to respond or have an agenda, but to truly be with them, where your only job is hearing with your heart. In fact, in the book Who Dies with Stephen and Andra Levine, it's a great book. They give you lots of death care scenarios and all sorts of ways to support people in those times. And the biggest thing that they talk about, especially at someone's end of life moments, about having no agenda. It is all about being the presence. No attachment to what it looks like, but to make the space for grace and to hold it all in the divine. Maybe that kind of spaciousness is what it looks like for you. Maybe holding the presence, practicing the presence is as simple as a breath in a moment where you might forget to breathe. Truly, that happens. A moment of stillness. It could be a quiet inner turning. Maybe you have a tense meeting that's coming up and you know it. And instead of bracing, you could soften inwardly. Maybe something this week might be overwhelming. And instead of spiraling, you could return to center. What does that for you? Could you have that in your hip pocket? Could you do it before you get overwhelmed or before you get into the meeting? Here's another one. You're activated and you're upset. Someone's pressed your buttons. But remember, they didn't install them. So instead of escalating, could you remember who you are? Because, of course, this practicing the presence doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be angels singing. It doesn't have to be gold trophies and all that. It's subtle. Could you shift from a contraction to an openness? From efforting to allowing? Because I've seen it in small, powerful ways where someone chooses patience instead of irritation. Someone offers kindness where it was not expected. Where someone holds steady when everything around them is chaotic. Where someone truly looks you in the eyes for a moment of acknowledgement for your contributions. Just to acknowledge your presence. That's the presence in action, right? So I'm going to give you just about a minute. Could you look at what you've got, whatever you wrote down, or if there's something in your heart, can you pick just one thing that you're going to do this week? The religious scientists we are, we're going to test drive something, right? What's one thing? And to your elbow partner, will you just share with them, here's the one thing. So I can just give you 1 minute. Ready, set, go. Mine. Ding, 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 your time is up. Yay, that was a minute. Woo, we're gonna come on back. That's right, takes a minute. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool can see. Okay, just kidding. That was good. Thank you so much for sharing with each other. Moment of reverence for your partner. Thank you people online. Hope you wrote it down. Share with a partner, even if it's your cat. Share at home. Okay, so why does this matter? Why does it matter? Because we know here in this spiritual community, practicing the presence changes everything. For the individual, it brings a sense of groundedness, clarity, peace that isn't dependent on circumstances. You're no longer tossed around by every external condition. And for our relationships, any kind of relationship, it transforms up with one another. Because when you're anchored in the presence, you become less reactive, more compassionate, more available, more collaborative, and creative. Sign me up. That sounds wonderful. And for our community and beyond, this is where it becomes even more profound. We talk about changing the world, but the world is shaped by consciousness, by how we show up moment by moment. So regardless of other people or circumstances, we have a responsibility in how we show up. And of course, everyone does. But I feel like folks in this spiritual tradition with this knowledge and these tools, we have extra responsibility because we know better. And so we do better. And when we fall apart and we blow it, we try again. And we do it again because we're committed to this faith. And and to what we believe. In fact, my favorite mantra when I was a school teacher in my first career, I had 2 Post-it notes, bless you. And one Post-it note said, I maintain my integrity regardless of those around me. That was kind of aimed at my fellow teachers and admin. And then on my clipboard where I had my attendance and my student names, I could flip it up and I had a Post-it note that said, these parents are giving me the best children they have. And I didn't understand at the time that that was practicing the presence. When one person chooses presence over fear, love over defensiveness, awareness over reactivity, it shifts the moment. And the moments shift the field. And when a community practices this together, that's how collective consciousness evolves. Not through force, not through debate, not through argument, it's through embodiment. Because this isn't theoretical for us. We aren't just people who believe something, we are people who are willing to live it. We test it in the laboratory of our own lives, and as we do, something shifts in us, between us, and ultimately in the world that we are co-creating. So I challenge you this week, let's practice the presence and watch what becomes possible. Thank you. For you, my liege.
Thank you. Thank you. Was she okay today? Yeah. All right. Right on. A lot of stuff to chew. So we come to that time in our service where we get the opportunity to give of our monetary blessings. If you were here yesterday, if you've been here any time over the past few weeks, there has been so much activity and giving and loving happening all the time. So in this time, we just remember that each time we give, we receive, and when we receive, we give. So if you have a gift with you, or if you're at home, just hold it or hold your hand symbolically on your heart. And know this, I am blessed. And I give and receive from my blessings. So it is. Are you? No, but you're singing. Yeah, okay, great. Okay. There will be some lovely music playing. There will be some people with baskets. Please enjoy your time.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You're my part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You're a part of me. You're me. You are the face of God. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
Did I turn myself off? No? There we are. Okay. So we're going to take a moment and just anchor our whole morning in prayer. And if there are practitioners or ministers that want to surround the room and just symbolize that way in which we are held always in the love and light of Spirit. So I'm this moment for all that comes to, as, and through each one of us. For the fact that the entire fullness of Spirit has chosen to show up as you and as me and as each one. And that we can stand together and sit together and listen together and argue together and do all kinds of things together and still be in the presence of Spirit. Still be in that space of absolute connection. So I truly am knowing and declaring right here and right now that each one who is here is filled with life. Each one who may be feeling an experience in their body or in their heart, which feels like separation from love, that they are truly in the experience of being held, that they are held right here and right now, that the life of Spirit cannot leave them, cannot get away from them. They can't get away from it, more accurately. And so I'm blessing those who are currently in the hospital, working through different things. We bless our friend Michael Cowden right now as he works through this process in hospice. We bless those who are experiencing war in the world, and we declare right here and right now that their light shines, that the light of love shines in them and as them and through them, and that they are held, and those who have lost people are held in that peace. And so with this, I pass my word.
I'm picking up this prayer. I know that the beloved says, yes, I will make that true for you. That as we practice the presence, we bring the power of love in action to everyone who crosses our path. Whether it's that simple breath, that turning inward, softening our hard edges, remembering who and what we are, we bring this peace, this love, this grace to each other, to the world, and especially to ourselves, where it all starts. And whatever it is that you wrote down on your card today, whatever it is that touched your heart, wherever we're going to be practicing the presence this week, let's pull it forth in our minds and in our hearts and bless that. And know that it is divinely guided and blessed, each one of us. Divinely guided and blessed, because each one of us is aligned with the divine that is the presence and power within. And this is the collective consciousness that changes the world. One life at a time, one relationship at a time, one moment at a time. We are that in the world. And so I'm filled with hope. I'm filled with great blessings and gratitude. I'm so filled with joy thinking about this spiritual community and how we show up for each other through thick and thin and remind each other who and what we are so we can go out in the world and be the presence of God for each other. So knowing that all is in divine right order in our lives, in this spiritual community, and regardless of seeming appearance, it is in divine right order in the world. Because how could God expressing be anything less? So knowing that all is truly well, and our souls are filled with joy, I let this prayer go, and let it be. And please join me in saying, and so it is. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. It is May. We have made it to May. Whew, 5 months in, 4 months in, and starting the 5th. So some of you actually made your appearance on this planet in May. Who might have had a birthday in May? Margie has one in May. All right, so Margie, come on up. Are there more people with May birthdays? We had March and we had like 72 of us up here. Okay, Margie, you are very special.
Mayday, Maybasket.
So that's right. So let's sing happy birthday to Margie.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margie. Happy birthday to you.
Right. Before Margie leaves, she's going to tell us what she's claiming for this next year.
I am claiming gratitude for all of you and for my life and the people in it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Woo! And now Maria.
Well, I just want to say it's been so wonderful being with you today. Reverend Kamatara, thank you for that beautiful, beautiful talk. Very deep and very meaningful, right? Yeah, so I'm glad that you were here. Thank you. Please join us after service at the bookstore. Liz has some wonderful things for you to find there, maybe some early Mother's Day presents, who knows? Also in the social hall, or right back there, we're going to have some social time. And last but certainly not least, practitioners are available to pray with you. I'm available, and I think that there are members who are as well, and we will all gather in that area there. So if you'd like prayer, please meet me there. Thank you.
If you'll please stand, we're going to go out with some Ricky Byers, and who knows, she might do this on Friday night. So come out and see. I will meet you with my heart to heart. Let us meet again, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are. I will touch you with my soul, soul to soul. Let us touch again, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are. I will meet you silently, breath to breath. Let us meet as one, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are. I will touch you with my heart, heart to heart. Let us touch again, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are.
Woo, thank you, Susan. All right, our affirmation for this week is I am here as the presence of the divine. I am here as the presence of the divine. Now go do it. Woo!